Does Melania Trump care that her husband allegedly broke the law? According to her former senior advisor, Melania and Donald are on the same page about everything. In March 2023, Donald Trump was indicted on criminal charges, making him the first U.S. president in such a position. Now that the trial for one of his 4 criminal cases has started, Stephanie Winston Wolkoff, former advisor to Melania Trump, is one of many taking to social media to comment. At the center of the trial is Stormy Daniels, the adult film star who allegedly had an affair with Donald and received subsequent hush money payments before the 2016 election. In all of his criminal cases, Donald has pleaded not guilty and has long denied having had any relationship with Daniels. In the days leading up to the start of the trial, Wolkoff took to X to give her opinion on Melania's feelings about what Donald did or didn't do with Stormy Daniels, and it's a roller coaster ride. Wolkoff started on April 10th by summarizing her take on the trial, writing, "This is not a hush money case, but an election interference case. The indictment states Trump falsified his business records trying to cover up an effort to illegally influence the 2016 election by arranging payments that silenced claims harmful to his candidacy." But April 12th is when she started to bring in her perspective on Melania. That evening, Wolkoff posted a clip of Donald Trump being asked if he planned to testify in the hush money trial.
You plan to testify in your trial, Melania?
Yeah, I would testify, absolutely.
In her comment on the clip, Wolkoff said, "Donald and Melania Trump are on the same page. Unless someone else was in the room where it happened and no one else could ever prove otherwise, don't ever admit to it. You bet I pressed record." She didn't clarify in the post what she pressed record on, but likely assumed her audience would connect it to her taped phone calls with Melania from 2018, some of which she later played for news outlets to coincide with a book she wrote about Melania. On April 14th, Wolkoff seemingly confirmed that's what she meant in her previous posts when she took another jab at Melania on X, writing, "Melania Trump called me March 28, 2018, 3 days after the Stormy Daniels 60-minute interview. You think Melania ever mentioned Donald? Nope. That's Melania." Instead, Melania was more concerned with the fact that Daniels was getting a Vogue photo shoot.
Annie Leibovitz shot the porn hooker.
What do you mean she shot the porn hooker?
Stormy.
From Wolkoff's perspective, it seemed clear that Melania isn't the least bit bothered by what Donald may have done, which Wolkoff chalks up to a similarity in their characters, and not in a good way. A few hours after posting about their porn hooker conversation, Wolkoff shared a picture of Melania looking steely-eyed, writing, "Believe me, she knows. She and he are one and the same." Again, Wolkoff didn't clarify what she thinks Melania knows regarding Donald's trial and other allegations, but the insinuation is clear, and she doubled down on that on April 15th. Writing pointedly, "Melania and Donald will say and do whatever it takes to protect themselves no matter who they hurt along the way. You need to understand that she is no different than he." Melania hasn't commented much on Donald's alleged affairs over the years. When asked in 2018 by ABC News about the affair accusations, Melania brushed them off.
"It is not concern and focus of mine. I'm a mother and a first lady, and I have much more important things to think about."
As for the actual matter at hand, charges of Trump falsifying business records to supposedly make that hush money payment to Daniels, Melania hasn't said a word about it publicly. But it appears that Wolkoff is correct about her being on her husband's side. An anonymous source told the New York Times that privately she thinks the trial is a, quote, disgrace.